In the forgotten village of Dadapur stands a mansion feared for centuries. Locals whisper of screams at night, shadows in the windows, and those who entered never returned. Among them was Hamid, a traveler whose curiosity led him inside. What he found was no empty house, but a prison of souls, ruled by a jinn bound to an ancient curse. This is the story of the Prisoner of the Jinn. The village of Dadapur carried a cursed silence after sunset. At its edge stood an ancient haveli, its walls blackened by time, its windows shattered like the hollow eyes of a corpse. The villagers whispered that the place was not abandoned, it breathed. Every child was warned never to step near its iron gates, which moaned like a dying soul whenever the wind passed through. But one young traveler named Hamid, stubborn and curious, ignored their warnings. One moonless night, with only a lantern in hand, he pushed open the rusted gates. The moment he crossed the threshold, the air grew colder. The walls seemed to exhale, and the silence of the haveli swallowed his footsteps. It was as if the building had been waiting for him. Inside, the haveli felt alive. Broken mirrors lined the hallways, but none reflected Hamid's trembling figure correctly. Some showed shadows moving behind him, though the hall was empty. The heavy wooden doors slammed shut on their own, locking him inside. Suddenly, mist slithered across the floor, thickening until it formed a towering shadow in the center of the room. Two blazing red eyes pierced the darkness, locking on to Hamid. A voice, deep and unnatural, echoed through the chamber, vibrating the very stones. "You should not have come here." Hamid stumbled back, but the windows now showed nothing but swirling black smoke. There was no way out. Chains erupted from the floor, wrapping around Hamid's wrists and ankles, their iron edges cutting into his flesh. His scream bounced helplessly through the cursed chamber. The shadowy figure emerged fully. It was a jinn, monstrous in size, with claws dripping black smoke. Behind it, the walls writhed with tortured faces pressing outward, as though trapped within the stone. "This haveli is my prison," the jinn hissed, "but it is not me who suffers here. It is those who enter." Hamid gasped as ghostly figures swirled around him. Children with hollow eyes, men with twisted mouths, women dragging broken limbs. Their whispers pierced his ears. "We are trapped, and so are you." The jinn dragged its claws across the cracked walls. Ancient markings appeared, glowing red as blood began to seep from them. "This house is alive because it feeds. Centuries ago, a cruel king ruled this land. I did not kill him. I bound his soul here forever." From the wall, a flaming phantom emerged, a man with royal robes and an arrogant face, but hollow, burning eyes. Shackled in chains of fire, the spirit twisted and screamed. Hamid's heart froze as the Phantom King turned toward him, shrieking so loud the ground shook. The jinn leaned closer, whispering, "Every scream, every terror, every soul that enters makes him stronger. And now you are his gift." Hamid thrashed against his chains, but his body was fading, skin turning transparent as his soul was being torn away. The ghostly king's laughter joined the booming roar of the jinn, their combined voices shaking the Haveli like thunder. All around, the faces of countless souls appeared on the walls, men, women, children, each screaming in agony, each a prisoner forever. Hamid's last cry died in his throat as his spirit was ripped out, sucked into the cursed stone. Outside, the villagers found only his shoes at the gate the next morning. The Haveli stood silent again, but its windows glowed faintly red, as though smirking. Another victim had been claimed, and deep inside, the jinn whispered into the dark, "No one leaves alive."